this is the moment that you've been waiting for. Coach Greg, in today's video, I'm going over the Liver King's protein bars. And you may be thinking, why would I ever do that? Well, I made a video talking about the Liver King, that he had an eye injury. I said, I think he made it all up, that it was a publicity stunt. But apparently, it's not. We've been talking in the DMs. He showed me evidence to say, no, it actually happened. It actually is going on. And so he quite literally says, you'll have to eat your words. And by that, I mean a box of Liver King bars. Send address, got you. And so the Liver King has several documents going over his eye injuries. And for example, I'm about to release and also have corneal, duct, and lens tears. And so what I'm amazed to see about the Liver King in private is that he has a very great attitude. He's very strong mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and he's very close with his family. But remember, it's Coach Greg. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you an honest review of what I think. Obviously, taste is going to be paramount, but let's start with the calories. And so it's got 210 calories. Not too bad, but it is very small. Fat, 16 grams. 16! In comparison, there's only 12 grams of protein. And so is it in fact a protein bar if there's more fat than there is protein? And so we could quite literally relabel it a fat bar. And is there anything wrong with that? No. And the other macro, of course, being carbs, it has 11 grams. And so there's 16 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein, 11 grams of carbs. I'll just open this up. And so I'm unwrapping the bar. Let's see what we get. Remember, 210 calories. And so it's about the length of my finger. It's very small. And so let's compare what it looks like to a Coach Greg bar. And so I'm showing you real world evidence of how sized up the bar is. I would say approximately 50% the size. Let's examine the texture. We bend it, it breaks in half, no problem. And so far, so good. Although it's small, I haven't tasted it yet. It snaps open, it's very soft. Serving size 45 grams. In comparison, mine is 70. And so in comparison, if you were to eat 8 of my bars, you would have more food than 12 of his. And so perhaps next time Liver King could make a pack of 18 to make up for the fact that there are only 12 bars in this at only 45 grams each. Those are very small sizes. But perhaps to get shredded like the Liver King, you need to eat smaller portions. And so remember, this is an ancestral bar. I'm expecting it to be full of perhaps desiccated liver, no preservatives, no artificial this, no artificial that. And so let's examine some of the ingredients. And so the first ingredient, which is the most, almond butter. And so obviously that is why it's so many calories. And so nothing wrong with that. Almond butter, perfectly healthy. And so I think this is a good addition to the Liver King bar. Next ingredient, whey protein isolate. And so clearly that is where you're getting a lot of the protein. Although it's only 12 grams, it does seem to be of a quality source. Isomalto-oligosaccharide, which is IMO. This has roughly 2 calories per gram. In comparison, carbs have 4, and so it's helping the bar to be lower in calories. This is one of the main ingredients in my Fibro, as well as my own protein bars. And so although I'm a fan of it, I'm not sure if it's living the ancestral way. Having a low-calorie carb that could be labeled a fiber, depending on the country that you're in. Not all countries consider a fiber. I'm not sure why the Liver King would add this in. And so perhaps it's because it's not a synthetic fiber. You can find it in nature. I don't know, but it is in there and it does make it lower in calories. And for me, I'm a fan of things that are lower in calories, and perhaps this is a benefit to the Liver King bar. Next up, ghee, which is fat from milk. I'm not personally a fan of adding in more fats from animal sources. It's not my personal favorite, but whatever. The Liver King, he likes fats from nature, from all animal sources. Next up, creatine, although I believe it's in such a small dose. Remember, it doesn't say how much it is. I'm not sure if it's going to be of any benefit. 5 grams a day is what you want. Perhaps he's added up to a gram. It doesn't state that on the label, but it can be a benefit. Perhaps if you ate half a box of bars a day, you would in fact get plenty of creatine. And so I'm not sure, but hey, what a bonus to have creatine. And so total sodium, 180 milligrams, and this is coming from Himalayan pink salt. And so clearly a very small amount, max it could be, is 180 milligrams. And we continue to go on the list, getting more and more microscopic, as in hardly any of the following ingredients: natural vanilla, glycerine, water, alcohol, natural flavors, vanilla bean extracts, and last but not least, perhaps the main ingredient, but let's talk about this in a little bit, beef liver powder. Remember, it's the Liver King bar. I'm expecting there to be a significant amount of liver. However, they list ingredients in order from the most to the least, and it's at the tail end. And we look up the amount of iron in this bar. It delivers 0% of the recommended intake for iron. Yet beef liver is high in iron. And so how could it be that there's 0% iron if there's in fact a lot of the supplement that you're wanting, which is the beef liver? Well, I'll tell you why. There is such a small trace amount of desiccated beef liver that it offers no potential benefit. There's literally way more salt in this than there is liver. And so how can it be considered a Liver King bar if there isn't a ton of liver? And so if you're buying this bar to get the benefits of the liver, well, it ain't gonna happen. And some good things about the bar. Remember, I'm giving a fair and honest review. It's very low in sugar. And so if you're on a low sugar diet, there's only 1 gram of sugar. That is very good. And so if you just wanna get a high fat, moderate protein, low sugar bar, this a great bar. Perhaps you're going hiking in the woods and you want concentrated calories in a smaller space. You're not looking to feel full, you're just looking to get in the calories. The Liver King bar could be very beneficial for people that don't wanna eat. Perhaps you're on a bulk. You're bulking. You don't want to cut. You don't want a Sequel bar. Why would you want that? Sequel bar is for people who are considering calories in, calories out. They're worried about the calories they're eating and they want to lose weight. Liver King bar, it's great for bulking. And so if you're looking to bulk, then the Liver King bar, although it's not high in liver, it is in fact going to give you some quality calories that could in fact help you to gain weight. Let's now go for the taste. How's it going to taste? I'm assuming it's going to be amazing. 16 grams of fat. It's got 11 grams of carbs, although it's low in sugar. And so how could it not taste good? Well, let's see this the moment that you've been waiting for. Okay, fair assessment. You already know I like my own bar, and perhaps I'm biased, but my bar I give a 10 out of 10. The Liver King bar, in comparison, it's not horrible. It's not the worst bar I've ever tasted. I'm going to give it a 6. It's not awful, but it's not amazing. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. And so for me personally, I wouldn't choose to eat the Liver King bar. But for other people that are perhaps looking to bulk, they're looking for quality calories with a lot of fat in it, then this could be a benefit to you. And so perhaps if you are a keto dieter, you're able to have a few grams of carbs, not that many, you could perhaps consume the Liver King bar. It is very low in carbs, high in fat, and so if you're on a low carb diet, then that is important to you, and you like the taste of almond butter, then perhaps this is the bar for you. Remember, I'm giving you my own personal honest assessment. It didn't taste as good as mine. I expected it to taste amazing. I looked at the ingredients. I saw it was a lot of fat. I thought almond butter, it's going to be amazing. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm giving you my honest assessment. If this bar tasted out of this world, I would have said this is the best bar I've ever tasted. If it tasted horrible, I'd have said it tasted horrible. To me, it's somewhere in the middle. And so there you have it, my Liver King review of the bar. I've given you my honest feedback. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And so perhaps this bar is more paleo than last time. Personally, it's not for me. This is my own personal choice. Remember, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just doing an honest assessment. And trust me, it's not going to hurt the sales of the Liver King by me saying it's good for bulking and not for cutting. And so if you want to get the bar, get the bar. If you don't want to get the bar, don't get the bar. I'm not telling you to do anything. And so if you're interested in getting the Sequel protein bars, these ones, I'm telling you, they taste amazing. I've had hundreds of people try these. They say it's amazing. I do believe this is the best tasting one of the bunch, although other people like cookies and cream. We have several different flavors. And so if you're interested in the protein bars, the GO2 Max, Acti Builder, you name it, head over to my website, code Greg, 10% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algo, like the video, watch the bloops, and of course, cookbooks, trading books, circle, diet book, clothing line. And until next time, that rhymed. I'm out.